Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Connected, where you can activate higher growth through embracing wisdom and taking daily action. My name is Ashley, and today I'm here with some homemaking tips that will turn your home into a godly place. We're going to look at some advice from King Solomon, who identified 3 amazing foundational stones for a home. The Bible teaches us that the home should be a place of love, learning, and growth. And I'm going to share some insights today on how we can bring that into our homes. So keep watching for the good parts because you are not going to want to miss this. I really like the book of Proverbs because what's really interesting about it is that the book frequently talks about the path and the way. And these aren't just random words. They symbolize our conduct and our lifestyle. So think of it like this. We are all on a journey to have a successful life, right? The book of Proverbs suggests that the map to that successful life, the map to that success, is the way of wisdom. And on this journey to a successful life, successful living, this book touches upon almost every type of significant human relationship that you could even think of. So today, the relationship that we're going to talk about is the home environment, familial relationship, and what we can do to make that environment more godly. So if you go to the book of Proverbs, it would be preferable for you to get your Bible so that you guys can follow along, but just to get the Bible in your hands. But I will also post it up here. But if you go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verses 3 and 4, King Solomon states this: "By wisdom, a house is built, and through understanding, it is established. Through knowledge, its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures." So pretty much, he's saying that a house is built with wisdom, established with understanding, and its rooms are filled with treasures through knowledge, right? It's like he's saying that building a home isn't about just choosing the right wallpaper or the prettiest drapes or the most decked out furniture. No. It's more about the wisdom and understanding and knowledge that we put into our homes. And so if you think about wisdom, think of wisdom as a roadmap to God's ways, right? It's not about just knowing what's written in the Bible, but really understanding it and using that knowledge to make good decisions in our lives. It's about using God's teachings to navigate everyday practical matters, like how we spend our time or our money, and then also bigger ethical issues like how we treat each other. But a way for us to bring wisdom into our homes, 1, prayer. We can pray. Make prayer a regular part of your family routine. This could be praying together at meals, bedtime, or also just setting aside a special time once a week to pray as a family. And during this prayer, ask God for the wisdom to make the decisions that you need to make. Number 2, Bible study. Spend time as a family studying the Bible. This could be just reading a passage like how we just read right now, right? And then just interpreting the meaning of that passage. But if you don't even know where to start, you can use some type of Bible study guide just to help you facilitate that. But doing a more in-depth Bible study as a family will allow for everyone, from the adults to the children, to learn more about God's ways. Number 3, making decisions that align with God's teachings. When you're faced with decisions, big, small, it doesn't matter what it is, always ask, what would God want us to do, right? And in order to get to these choices, you want to use what God's teachings are. Doing this in a family setting will demonstrate how to do that. And then number 4, which is really, really important, is modeling wisdom yourself, right? As an adult in the household, modeling wisdom in your actions and in your decisions is super imperative, because our kids, they learn from what we do, right? Our kids are watching us, and they're watching other adults that are around us, and they pick up on those things. So applying God's wisdom in these 4 steps or these 4 areas will demonstrate how to apply God's teachings to their lives. And I also just want to remind everybody that wisdom does not come overnight. It is a journey, but you're already on the right path if you are intentionally seeking God's wisdom and applying it to your life. You are already on top. You are already on the path, but it will take time for it to be more natural, more quick, easily accessible. You won't have to ponder on it too much. So don't be discouraged, because it will come. The second thing that King Solomon talked about was understanding. And so think of understanding as a solid foundation for your home, right? It's like having a superpower to discern, to really get what's going on, especially in your relationships. It also gives us the tools to navigate life's ups and downs, but with grace. And so understanding in the context of God's principles, it's like having a special lens through which we see and interpret the world. It helps us navigate our interactions with others, making sure that they're in line with God's teaching. And one super crucial place where this can be learned is in the home. It's within the family unit. Family is like a little microcosm of the world. And so the way that we learn to communicate and understand each other is within the family unit. And those teachings really, really, really set the tone for how we communicate and interact with people that are outside of our family. And so why is this even important? Well, when there's understanding within the family, conflicts can be resolved much more peacefully. Everyone can feel valued and heard, and it creates an environment where love and respect flourish. And so, like I said, it's like laying down a solid foundation for a good, healthy, and godly environment. So ways to bring understanding into your home could include: 1, having open conversations. Encourage everyone to express their thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. This could be done through regular family meetings or even just casual conversations, within the house, at dinner, just chatting with each other. But the key here to have open conversations is to make the environment inviting, safe, and comfortable. A second way is to discuss faith and values. Make faith and values a regular part of family discussions. Talk about what you believe and why, and how you can live those beliefs in your life every day. Number 3, active listening. When someone is speaking, really listen. Try and understand their perspectives, their thoughts, their concerns. Even if you don't agree with it, still really listen, because this will show respect and it will show understanding. And this goes for spouses. This goes from parents to children, children to parents. Like, you want to create that environment where you can actively listen, engage in conversations. Number 4, empathy. Teach your kids about empathy. okay? Which is, understanding and sharing the feelings of others. This can be done through storytelling, role playing, or just modeling empathetic behavior yourself. And then number 5, prayer. Again, we always want to go back to prayer. You want to pray for understanding. Regularly pray as a family for God to grant you understanding. Remember, understanding is a gift from God, so ask Him for that. When you apply these principles, your family can foster a deeper understanding, strengthening relationships, and create a more harmonious home. And then the last thing that King Solomon talked about was knowledge, but not just any knowledge about God. This is what fills our home with precious and beautiful treasures. It's like filling your home with joy, peace, love, and incorporates all the things that allows for it to function and for it to be a nice safe haven for everybody. The home is a fantastic way to nurture these skills. In this context, knowledge refers to practical skills, to know-how skills. And so knowledge is like having a toolbox full of many different type of tools that are relevant to skills. Think of it as skills that you've learned. And so these skills can be anything from cooking a meal, fixing a leaky faucet, managing your finances, or even growing a vegetable garden. The home is a fantastic place to nurture these skills because it's like a training ground where we can get hands-on experience in a safe and supportive environment. Plus, learning these skills isn't just about the skill itself, but it will also teach the importance of responsibility, teamwork, and just the satisfaction of a job well done. And so a few ways to cultivate knowledge is 1, chores, right? I know everyone's like, oh, chores. Chores. Assigning regular chores is a great way to teach practical skills, whether it's doing the laundry, the kitchen, taking care of a pet, taking out the trash, whatever it is. Chores teach specific skills. And it also instills a sense of responsibility. So chores is a great way to cultivate a skill set and embrace knowledge. Cooking, I love cooking, but cooking is another thing that you can instill, right? Because through cooking, you can involve everyone in meal planning and preparation. And this teaches the valuable skill of cooking, planning, budgeting. Plus, it's just a great way to spend time together as a family. Another thing you can do is DIY projects, do-it-yourself projects. They can be fun and practical ways to learn new skills as well. You could do anything from a home repair to a craft project or even building some type of furniture, right? But the point is that working together, whatever DIY project you may end up doing, working together on a project also fosters teamwork and problem-solving skills. Another thing that you can do is gardening. I love gardening. Gardening, if you have space in your house, in your backyard, on the side of the house, even within the house, the little plants that you can have, just take it out, give it some sunlight and whatnot. This is great knowledge to have. This is a great skill to have. Gardening teaches patience, hard work, and just the love of science and plants and food, right? Plus, there's just nothing quite like growing a vegetable, growing a fruit, picking it, and being able to use it in a dish or meal that you choose to make. Another way to cultivate practical knowledge is finance management. This is super, super important, guys. Teach your kids about money management. And if you still need to get a hold of money management, that is okay. Make that decision today. Money management. What does the Bible say about money management? There are so many scriptures that actually talk about this. And as you're learning, teach your children as well. As you're finding out information, teach your children as well. Don't feel that you are inadequate to teach money management because you haven't solidified that skill yet. You're going to solidify that skill, and you are going to teach your children as you are doing so. A way that you can involve your children in money management is allowing them in the process of budgeting for groceries, right? Budgeting for big purchases. Talking to them about that. Talking to them about planning a charity donation. It doesn't matter what it is. Incorporate your children into this. Incorporate them into budgeting, bill spending, how you manage that. Just involve them in this. This will equip them with crucial financial literacy. And that is what we want for our lineage. That's what we want for our offspring. That's what we want for our children's children. Financial literacy, okay? And so the goal isn't just to learn these practical skills, but to also use your home as the opportunities to instill values and character traits that will benefit your family in all areas. And so, there's a lot to be said about the women. There's a lot to be said about the role of the woman in the home. It's not, ladies, it's not just about keeping the home tidy or even just cooking meals every day. It's really about creating an environment in your home that is nurturing and comfortable. And guess what? This can be a beautiful expression of who you are. You can pour your creativity and love into your homemaking skills. And this can reflect your unique style. There's no one way to do this. But homemaking from a biblical perspective, it's more than just physically taking care of the home. It's about emotional and spiritual nurturing. Just imagine if you were able to create an environment for your family to not just grow physically, because that's going to happen anyways, but emotionally and spiritually. That would be a beautiful gift that you as a mother or even as a father will give your family. So my advice, think about how you could infuse these daily routines. Maybe you can start your day with prayer. Intentionally make time for heartfelt conversations with your family. Just remember, you want to create a home environment that mirrors God's love and godly living. And guess what? No matter where you are in life right now, today, it is never too late to start applying these principles to your life. It is never too late to start applying wisdom, understanding, and knowledge to your life and to build your home up. So why not try and see the transformation in your home beginning today? Remember, a home is built on Jesus and nurtured by a woman who seeks wisdom, understanding, and knowledge daily. That home will stand strong in life's storms, uncertainties, and any discrepancy. I encourage you to implement these principles actively in your homes. Like, we're doing this every day. And we're trying and we're pushing through. Because trust me, you will see a world of difference. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being with me today. As always, like, subscribe, share, and let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this content. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about King Solomon's suggestions. And until next time, speak connected.